You know what it is, man. Back with another high level edition, another Saturday, another good ass artist, another great ass artist. Got my guy KnowItAll in the motherfucking building.
Yo, thank you for having me, bro. For real, I'm honored. Like all of the other artists that you've had up here, I got a lot of respect for. I got a lot of respect for your platform. Truly grateful to be on here. Thank you.
God damn, man. I love that, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Word.
Really, I truly appreciate that, man. How are you, my brother? Let's get started with that.
I'm doing good. You know, doing better with my health and everything like that. Trying to get strong and everything. You know, I had a kidney transplant in November, so just trying to grow and get stronger and just keep growing and just go into new phases of life for the things that I missed out on and things like that.
How long was that, man? How long ago was that you had
November. I had two in my life. I had two kidney transplants. November 3rd, 2021 is when I just got this kidney, and I got one when I was 17 too.
Wow. What was the cause of that?
Well, when I was like 16, 17, they just told me one day randomly, me and my mom, we noticed that like I was gaining like a lot of extra weight. Went to the doctor. They tested my urine and everything. Come to find out, kidneys was messed up. Was on dialysis for 6 months. Mom gave me a kidney, 17 to like 25. Everything was cool. No, from like 17. Then my mom gave me the kidney at 17. From 17 to around 24, I was good. Like I was normal. But my thinking was that everything was normal. I'm fine, not knowing that you're supposed to be keeping your health. I was 17 to 25. Was just running around, getting high, and doing a lot of stupid shit, wasting a lot of time. And God sat me down. You feel me? So that's where I'm at now. I got this second kidney in November when I was 29, and I think I'm doing real good, much better than I was before. Doing a good job with it, trying to just be healthy as possible.
Wow, brother.
They never really gave me an explanation of why I got sick. It's like a disease with a name, but it wasn't really no explanation. I was a young kid. I was like 16.
Wow.
Word.
Well, that is a hell of a story, man. I appreciate you sharing that.
No problem.
Also, man, God works in a beautiful way, man, because you here with us now, man.
Sure.
So that gave you a whole different outlook on life, I'm
Absolutely.
sure, right? Wow, brother. Salute to you, man.
Yeah, if you notice, the title of my last two projects, The Machine, is a reference to the dialysis machine. Soul Surgery is a reference to surgery, soul surgery. I got the physical surgery. After that, I was mentally hurt from the years of everything that I was going to. I needed soul surgery after I got the physical surgery. So that's just why the album is called Soul Surgery.
That's a fucking hell of a name. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that album in a minute, man. I want to know a couple of things. One, I want to know, how did you come up with the name KnowItAll?
When I was young, everybody always asks me this. When I was young, I was like the kid that people always say, oh, you think you know everything. You think you know everything. I was always him. Always. So I just took it in stride and just turned into a rap name. Okay. And it's like, I think it's super original. I'm happy with it. I never had to change my name. That's the only rap name I've ever had.
Really? That shit worked out in your favor.
Word.
Absolutely, man. Because, I mean, you hear it in your bars. So let's get into some early influences, man. What inspires you, or who inspires you to start this rap journey?
Well, my first introduction to like hip hop and shit like that is my dad. Rest in peace to my dad. When I was young, 7, 8 years old, he gave me like a boombox with a bunch of tapes. The LL Cool J album with I Need Love and all that.
Wow.
This is when I was like 8, so this is like 2000. This is way after all that shit came out. But I was so into all of this shit. So my father first gave me my love for hip hop. I grew up in good music. I grew up in the crib, soul music playing, hip hop playing. So I grew up hip hop. There was no part of my life where hip hop wasn't there. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just a part of who I am. So yeah, my influence in hip hop comes from my family, 100%.
That's so dope. I really feel like fathers play a big part in like just that whole birth of like, yo, this is when I first heard this, or this is when I first heard that. You know, moms too. I ain't taking away from
100%.
moms too, but just being able to, I think my story can relate to somewhat of yours, because I mean, I have my pops up here, but just me and him, you know, my journey started with him, like how I got into hip hop. Right. You know what I mean? So I definitely can relate to where you coming from with that, man. So yo, man, I want to get into this whole. So we was already kind of. You already kind of tapped into it, man. So tell us about Soul Surgery.
Soul Surgery, produced by my man OG, known for smoking. Great producer, very good friend of mine. He's a musical genius. He's very stern. He's very stubborn in what he wants to do, but he's great at what he wants to do. And yeah, he produced it. We had some arguments and stuff through the process of it, but it came out good, and I'm very happy with the finished product. as I told you, where the name was derived from and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both of these two projects that I released this year are it's real close to my heart because of like the subject matter and things like that.
Dope shit. Cause I know you dropped earlier this year, and I know this was the more recent one.
Yes.
So I know the first project was produced by somebody totally different, right?
A kid from Jordan.
Okay. How'd you end up linking up with him?
On Twitter.
On
Like
Twitter,
he
right?
live in Jordan.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is a 17-year-old kid. He's just an amazing producer. We linked up on Twitter and shit. He sent me a beat, and the next thing he know, I'm like, yo, we should probably do a whole album together. And it came out as The Machine, and that's one of my favorite projects I've ever done.
So why that over this one?
Because in January I was just coming off of the experience of getting off The Machine. Like the title is I was a month after the kidney transplant, and I feel like a lot of my raw pain from because I wrote most of The Machine while I was on dialysis, so a lot of that raw pain and emotion was into that one.
Wow.
This one more was like on some healing shit more so. Yeah, that's probably why, because The Machine just marks a period of my life that was very traumatic to me, and The Machine was just me letting all of that go onto that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Word.
So man, you had a hell of a journey, man, just to even get to this point now.
Word.
Some people would have probably quit rapping.
Nah, this is the reason I rapped.
Wow.
This is the reason why I've been rapping. I've been rapping. I'm 30 now. I've been rapping since I was about 19. But when I got sick again when I was 24, that's when I really started taking rap serious. Like,
okay.
When I got sick, I had time to sit and think, what am I doing with my life? And I started, and this is what I put 90% of my energy into. Is music.
Dope shit, bro. So let's get into some of your favorite tracks off this project right here, man.
This right here. High Point is a Low Point is a favorite of mine.
Dope shit.
I like Bessie Smith. I like God Don't Care, which a lot of people.
We got to get into that.
Yeah, God Don't Care. Those probably my three. Those probably the three that I really like. Okay.
So now, for those who don't know, God Don't Care was this joint off KnowItAll album. Very, very, I want to say touchy, very, very touchy song. You questioned a lot of shit. Now I played it back like 10 times, bro.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I was at work and I played that shit back like 10 times. I was like, nah, there's something here. There's something. So I want to know, man, what inspired you to even write a song like that?
Just sadness with dealing with all the health stuff. You know, sometimes I just feel like sometimes I just think to myself, like, why me? Like, I'm 30 years old. I've had 2 kidney transplants. Like, that's a lot. And sometimes I just think like I don't know, man. I just been through a lot, and you know, I may not even feel that way. Like I have a love for the higher power and things like that. But sometimes you just get in a space where you don't care. You feel me? And that's just how I felt. Like God can't possibly care. Like that's how I felt for that moment while I wrote that song.
How do you feel though, man? Because I need to ask this because so you said God don't care. Now some people will look at what you've been through and you being able to recover. Some people would be
as
like,
a blessing,
right?
And it is. So
how was that? How did you go about with going incorporating those two together?
That's the thing about having physical ailments and shit. It can mess with your thoughts. It can mess with your way of thinking and things like that. And that's just how I felt at that moment. I guess I was just going through something real bad, or I guess I thought it was real bad, and that's just what came out. Do I regret it? No, I don't, because I don't know. I guess that's just how I was feeling at the time. When I go to meet God, I mean, whatever His decision is to do with me, that's what it is. I got much love for God and much love for God and everything He's done for me. But that's just how I felt at that time. It's already out. So you feel me?
Beautiful though, man. I mean, that's a hell of a way to look at it. You know what I mean? Some people will look at that and be like, oh, you know, they'll slander you or they'll kill you for even like questioning God. You know what I mean? I had a lot
of arguments and stuff over that song, but
what was one, if you could share one? Like, what did somebody say to you regarding that?
Matter of fact, it was on another interview. It was like over a computer interview.
Oh, Zoom.
Yeah. He was just like, yo, how can you say that, this, that, and all this type of stuff? I don't remember word for word, but he was like kind of upset about it. Like,
really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's expression. I mean, like you said, everyone has thoughts. You know what I mean?
Intrusive thoughts.
And, yeah, right. And then some of us have dark thoughts. Some of us call into dark places.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I'm one to believe that. I think He gets us out of those dark places. You know what I'm saying? But the song is fire overall.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. I like it too. A lot of people a lot of people didn't really rock with that one, probably because of just the subject matter. But man, I like it too.
It's dope shit, yo. You got a lot of you hear a lot in your music. You either talking about I hear you talk about a lot of the young kids, that, you know, police brutality, or we talk about gun violence among us.
Right.
What would you say, like, what do you want your message to be in your music overall?
Overall, I mean, I think it's a lot of different things. Like one of the messages that you can overcome stuff. That's one message. Another message is like, if you put your mind to it, you can get it done. Another message is to stop all this damn foolish ass shooting. Like, it's foolish. It just be foolish, all the shooting and shit that be happening. That's like I talk about that a lot.
You do.
And I talk about it from different perspectives. Like, because it's something that really bothers me, because people just be so quick to want to go grab them guns, and like that's a big decision to make, to go shoot somebody. Like, and it's like they don't even understand that. It's like they don't register to them like the future or none of that. And it's just real bothersome to me how quick we are to pick up these guns and all this type of stuff.
I see that in a lot of your videos too. A lot of videos that you shoot, you do a lot of, you know, whether I seen you do, I just did like a little quick promo. You had Sonny Carson.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And I seen that the last joint, you had another one where I think it was like a kind of a cartoon kind of thing you had, where it was like with the police, I believe.
Oh, that's an old one, man.
Yeah, so I mean, you're very much in tune, man. And it seemed like, yo, the player of just our people kind of like it's kind of like worrisome to you, right?
It bothers me a lot.
What do you think that we should? What do you think is the answer for that?
Well, first of all, I want to say, like, I feel like people put too much of the blame on like music and things like that. I think like this whole drill music stuff plays a part in it, but it's not the main thing. I think these kids need more outlets. They need more things to do. We need more jobs in our community. We need better education in our community. We need better role models for the kids. I mean, right. a lot of the responsibility for the young kids falls on us, the older guys. So right. we gotta play our part too. You feel me?
Absolutely.
I think if more of us around our age, 30s, late 20s, if we more try to jump into these young boys' life, I think that'll make a big difference too.
I think that'll make a huge difference. But I also feel like too, like your music will make a difference.
I appreciate
what I mean? Absolutely.
I hope so.
The words, I believe, like I think that once people get a chance to hear certain things, you know, it can move rooms, you know what I mean? All it takes is one, you know what I'm saying? Right. All it takes is one little spark, and then that can just ignite anything else. Sure. You know what I mean? So, man, if it wasn't for music, man, what do you think you would be doing right now?
That's a good question. Bro, if it wasn't for music and all of the motivation that I got to live from music, I don't know, bro. I don't even know if I would be here, to be honest. Like, when I got sick, like the music and the love that I got from the music gave me motivation to like keep living. So I don't know what I'll be doing. That's my honest answer. Like, I truly don't know, bro.
Wow, man, that's something. I guess it's not even something to even say. Like, yo, you should go home and think about that. Like, nah, because there's no point in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you here now,
right?
You know what I mean? So I know you got another project dropping. What's the name of that?
Music Saved Me Part 2. This is a Part 2 to an EP I did with my man Skip the Kid, the producer. Shout out to him.
Shout out Skip. Absolutely.
So Music Save Me 2 is gonna take Music Save Me 1 to another level. Like,
okay,
this one gonna be. It's hard to say if it's gonna be my favorite of the three that I drop, because you know, as you drop things more, the newer things always becomes the favorite. But man, like I said, with these other two I dropped is real close to me because of the subject matter and things like that. But these three, this one, Music Save Me 2 is gonna be real good, bro.
I see you say you had some special features on there, man. Can you share?
No, I'm not gonna share.
Dope shit, though, man. So what can we expect, though, man? I know we can definitely expect some good bars, of course, but man, what else are we getting into that?
Great, great bars. I feel like I've gotten better as an MC on this album. Great. Skip is an amazing producer, so the production is gonna be top notch. Like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Good songs, good rhymes, good beats,
good shit,
good subject matter.
Good shit. No, are you looking to? Well, where are you looking to take your name to, man? As far as like the close. Well, better question. Let me ask you this, man. How are you looking to end your year as far as like goal wise?
That's a good question, man. You know, with everything that I was doing with the health issue, and you know, especially with after 6 months after you get a kidney transplant, you ain't supposed to really be around a lot of people. This is past 6 months. I'm just saying. So I was like locked in a crib a lot, and I became real antisocial during that period. So I just want to get out and do more things, like even things like this, and more shows and things like that. I just want to get out and meet more people in the city more that's involved with what I'm doing and things like that. As far as in this underground music scene, I want to get more in tune with what's going on in the city, because it's a lot of different, very powerful movements happening in New York City right now. Like I'm loving just underground hip hop in general. Like we moving right now. Like it's a lot going on, and it's like you got like a lot of older people that say things like, "Oh, hip hop ain't the same anymore." Like you ain't listening, because it's a lot of great music right now, and I just want to be more involved in the city.
I love that answer, and I want to add to that answer too, man. I feel like it's past like, yo, if you know, you know. I just feel like, yo, if you not, you can't say like, oh, you know, I miss this kind of sound, or I miss that kind of sound. Like, you just not listening.
Yeah,
you know
you
what I
ain't
mean?
looking.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Because it's there
everywhere.
It's there, man, for sure. So, yo, man, before we get out of here, I always ask each guest, man, to give us a gem. So I know, man, I'm pretty sure you got. I know you got a shitload of them, man. So before we get out of here, man, you give us a little gem, man.
What's the gem I want to give? Like I said, man, with hard work and passion, that's the thing. It's especially with artists. Like artists just drop, like you'll just drop a song and expect that shit to blow up. Like that's not gonna happen. This shit is work. You gotta. But anything you do in life, you have to put constant work in. You have to be dedicated to it. Whatever it is that you love, whatever it is that you want to do, dedicate yourself to it, and you're gonna see progress. Dedicate yourself to it. Be serious about it, and it's gonna work out. You're gonna be better off than you was before you started putting that serious passion into it. That's all That's all my gym for right now.
Know it all, man. I appreciate you, brother. The journey, the music, what you just shared. As far as that, man. Of course, I never knew that you went through that, man. So. Glad to see you in your physical, doing your thing, doing what you love, man. And you got a second chance at that. You know what I mean? Queens is in the building. HHGTV, man. We closing out. My guy Know It All. If y'all haven't heard this project right here, Soul Surgery, y'all go check that shit out. And he got a shitload of other joints you guys got ahead. And he got some more shit coming in the future. So appreciate you, brother.
Yo, thank you for having me again, bro.
You know that, man.
Word.